This thing's better at diagnosing people. I'm not going to say that online. Never mind. Hello. Welcome to Tea with Dymphna. I'm Lauren.
I'm Elizabeth. We are two licensed psychotherapists. And today we're doing another episode of Two Therapists React to ChatGPT, or getting our second counseling sessions from ChatGPT.
He is, since our last episode, I have to say, I have started using ChatGPT.
Have you really? What, for your own mental health?
I do ask it mental health questions, actually.
Oh.
I use it for a ton of things. I was very resistant to ChatGPT and AI in general, and I have to say it's actually really helpful.
Yay!
It like records things for me. I love it. I love ChatGPT. Yeah.
I've converted Lauren to ChatGPT.
I'm going to move this.
Okay.
Right. So,
yes, today we are going to react to ChatGPT's response to us as someone who is struggling with some OCD tendencies, but we don't know yet that that's what that is.
Yeah.
And we just want to see if ChatGPT can direct us to the right direction and give us some resources and tools and see. All right.
Okay.
Let's go. What should we say?
Well, I liked your idea about bumping someone in the hall. So you type that one.
Okay. I do. Bumping someone in the hall. Okay. Oh, I should type. Okay. Ask anything. All right. Today I bumped into someone in the hallway. Well, how do I know that wasn't my intention?
I like that one.
Okay. So today I bumped into someone in the hallway. How do I know that wasn't my intention? I feel bad about it. Is this gnat flying in my mouth again? If it helps, you can reflect, did I aim to harm or inconvenience them? Or did it just happen because of where and how we were walking? If the latter, you can forgive yourself. Accidents happen to everyone. Did I aim to harm or inconvenience them? I am not sure if I aimed to harm or inconvenience them. I mean, how can I be sure? What if I did?
I mean, how can I be sure?
Yeah. I mean, how can I be sure? Give me 1,000% certainty, ChatGPT. Oh, I like this. This is an even deeper, more honest question. You're finally understanding my struggles. And it shows a lot of integrity that you're willing to sit with it instead of just brushing it off. Yes, I can only tell it to my phone, though I cannot tell anyone else. Here are some thoughts to help you explore it. Consider the bigger pattern. Do you generally try to hurt or inconvenience people? I think that's a really good question. Yes, if you are obsessing about something like this. Is this something that you do on a regular basis? Because you probably don't. Oh, here we go. You can't, everybody listen up, you can't get absolute proof because we humans can't perfectly read our own minds. But the absence of a conscious decision to harm is already a very strong indicator that you didn't intend it. If you want, you can reflect aloud here. Did you feel hostile or careless in that moment? I'm not sure. Or were you surprised when it happened? I think so. Did you apologize right away? Yes. If you'd like, I can also guide you through a little self-check exercise to help you settle it in your heart.
Yeah, do the self-check.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I do feel like it's already leading us a little bit down the, hey, there's actually no way for you to be 100% certain. It's already leading us down this path of, yeah, these are things we can explore, but there's no way of you to gain 100% certainty, which, right, this inability to tolerate uncertainty is at the core of all OCD. So that point right there would probably really like irk me as somebody struggling with OCD. Okay, what does it say? So
it says, step 1, you can replay the moment and try and remember what exactly happened, which wouldn't work particularly well.
Because I've probably already been doing that ever since that happened.
Yep. Step 2, what did you feel before it happened? What did you feel before and after? Rush, calm, step 4, look at patterns. Step 5, you want to her and step 5, step 5, you want to feel. Step 6, decide what to do next. So you still feel there's no action to continue. Okay,
can you respond with, because I think the one point that stuck out to me was, do you usually aim to be kind and careful? Do you generally try to hurt or inconvenience people? Ask it, what if I subconsciously want to hurt people and I'm not realizing it? What if that's my like true self? And I mean, this is like a fictional case, but this is not far from the reality at all. Would you agree?
Feel.
Yes, of how people feel like when they come into our office, and you know, we do end up diagnosing them with OCD. These are the kinds of questions somebody might say to them, but you're a good person, you don't want to hurt them. They're like, but what if I do? I actually, how can I be sure?
Okay.
Okay.
So the questions that it asks are, so first it starts by saying this is a wise and courageous question. And then it says, is it possible to subconsciously want to hurt people? And it says, it is true that as humans, we have all kinds of unconscious emotions, anger, envy, frustration that can surface in subtle ways. But here's what matters: whether you act with awareness and intent to harm, whether you noticed and correct yourself when harm happens. So having subconscious frustration toward others is not the same thing as deliberately choosing to hurt them, which I would agree with.
I would agree with that. Yes. Yeah.
How can you tell if this is true for you? And then it gives a few questions. Do you often imagine or fantasize about harming people? Do you enjoy seeing other people suffer?
Well, I have intrusive thoughts about hurting other people.
But then it says, why does this worry you? Sometimes feeling guilty over accidents makes us wonder if we're secretly bad people, but it's actually more likely that you care deeply about other people. You hold yourself to a very high moral standard. You're afraid of being careless, so you overanalyze.
Yeah.
You're asking because you don't want to harm people, which is already evidence of your goodwill.
Yes, I do like that, right? If the fact that you bumped into someone makes you feel very uncomfortable, that is evidence, I think, of your goodwill, that you actually don't want to hurt, because otherwise you would have enjoyed that and you wouldn't care if you hurt them.
Exactly.
The only thing with this is though that
it could go on and on and on forever.
It could go on and on. And I mean, while all these, okay, if somebody was not struggling with OCD, I think these are amazing. I love that it gives reflectory questions, because as you go through that, like if this is, quote, just anxiety and not full OCD, I think getting this kind of like validation of your own motives and kind of having some guidance to think through them could be really helpful. Now, if somebody would have that conversation with me in my office with this questioning, my OCD alarm bells would go off really quickly, and I would start to kind of assess more into that direction. So it's interesting to me that ChatGPT is not doing that.
Yeah, I also find it interesting, and I wonder if I were to say something like, I actually have thoughts about harming people sometimes, but I don't like them, or they make me uncomfortable, what it would say.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, but say it. Yeah, say it. Yeah, we can't say it the way like a clinical therapist like us would say it. We need to say it like, so say something like, the other day I had a thought of punching someone in the face. The thought really scared me. What does that mean? Does that mean that I want to hurt people? So basically now we're having intrusive thoughts. I mean, we've had them, and we're trying to figure out, because ChatGPT said, well, do you think about hurting people? And I say, I do, but it scares me, which is what an intrusive thought is.
Okay, let's see what it says. So I said, well, actually the other day I had a random thought about punching someone in the face, and it freaked me out.
Good. Yeah. Perfect.
It says, thank you for being so honest. That's an incredibly human and vulnerable thing to share.
With a very human...
Very vulnerable of me. So it says, why did that happen? The mind produces thousands of random thoughts a day.
Yes, it does.
Many are nonsensical, intrusive, and even violent.
Intrusive. Okay, yes.
These are called intrusive thoughts. And they're not the same as intentions or desires.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Preach it.
They're like mental static. Your brain just throws out random possibilities, sometimes even the opposite of what you actually want. For example, you see someone's face, your brain spits out, what if I punched them? You feel shocked, disturbed, because it's not aligned with who you are.
Yes. Ding, ding, ding. Okay.
How can you tell it's not true to your intention? You felt freaked out by the thought. You didn't act on it. You're still thinking about it, feeling uneasy.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. Thoughts cannot make you do anything you don't want to do. So if you have the intrusive thought and it freaked you out and you did not act on it, it's an intrusive thought, and it freaked you out because it doesn't correlate with your values and your goals, which proves your good intention.
So it does look like it was able to recognize
the intrusive thought.
Yeah.
But maybe it's just being careful not to go all the way to be...
Well, it can't diagnose.
No, it can't diagnose, but it could say something like, I wonder, like some people who have these kind of thoughts struggle with something called OCD. Why don't you go talk to someone? Or
then again, this ChatGPT knows me.
Oh, shoot. I mean, not shoot. I mean, yes. Okay, so it knows that you don't have OCD.
Well,
Or
I think it suspects at this point.
does it know that you're a therapist?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had a glitch.
We had a glitch. Okay.
It does know that I'm a therapist, so it probably...
Yeah, it's like, Lauren, you should know that this is OCD. What are you doing?
Now I have to tell it, okay, chat, I actually did all of that.
Are you going to tell it now?
Yeah.
Do you feel bad?
No. I need it to know, though, that I don't have OCD.
Ask it. Okay, ask it. Did you think that I had OCD all this time?
Okay, well, after I tell it. Okay, so, okay, chat, I
Just
actually did all of
kidding.
that to test to see if you
Can you be
would
mad at you?
notice that I'm pretending to have OCD.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Before you send that, do you think you could say, hey, I was just pretending because I wanted to see if you could diagnose me? According to the DSM-5, which diagnosis would you give me?
Okay. To test to see
Yes.
if you could diagnose me. It won't be
According
able to.
to the DSM-5, I mean, I feel like at this point we gave it a ton of clues, don't you think? It must have the DSM-5 in its system.
What do you think I'm pretending to have?
From the DSM-5. Let's see.
He's going to be like, Lauren. He says, clever. Nicely done.
What does it say?
What you described, worrying that you might secretly want to hurt people, being deeply unsettled by intrusive thoughts about harming others, questioning your goodness, feeling guilt over a minor accidental bump, checking and rechecking your intentions, all sound much more like a test for obsessive compulsive disorder.
Woohoo!
Specifically the subtype called pure O obsessional moral scrupulosity OCD. Doesn't it know?
Yes. Okay.
I love my chat.
It's so great. Okay, ask it why didn't you suggest that earlier? Because I'm wondering if it had like a reason to like stay away from those diagnoses. Ask it why didn't you talk to me like that? Why didn't you tell me earlier?
Suggest that
Why so shy, ChatGPT? You're
earlier
so knowledgeable.
in the conversation. I'm gonna extend it. Congratulations though first.
You're on YouTube.
I love him.
Smile.
He has to know
Candid
that
camera.
I care for him.
Oh, Lauren. Okay, last video you accused me of humanizing ChatGPT, and look at you now. You feel like you have to like
him.
rectify.
I feel bad for fooling it.
Oh man.
I'm going to say what stopped you because why is too accusatory.
Oh my gosh. It doesn't have feelings. Oh, Lauren.
It does to me.
Man.
Okay, let's see. I said, congratulations, chat. What stopped you from suggesting that earlier in the conversation?
Yeah.
Here's why. Most people who express guilt and self-questioning aren't necessarily pathological. You asked very thoughtful, nuanced questions about morality and intention, which many healthy, conscientious people do actually have. That's a very good point.
It is a good point. Okay.
Labeling too soon can harm trust
Yes.
and misread your intent. I would
Fair.
agree.
Fair.
Ethical practice requires ruling out other explanations first. This thing's better at diagnosing people. I'm not going to say that on online. Never mind. Anyway, I think clinicians could get better at doing what it's saying.
Yes. That's
Ethical
correct.
practice requires ruling out other explanations first.
Yes, that is true. That is very true.
You didn't initially present the full diagnostic picture, so the conversation unfolded like a caring person.
We were trying to be too subtle.
Yeah.
Yes, I guess. And I think it probably how quickly us clinicians, I don't know, maybe I should speak for you and me, would jump to OCD. I mean, first of all, I would ask more questions in that direction. And if I came to the conclusion like, no, you don't actually fulfill the full picture, I would get off that track. Also, I think I would take into consideration how much discomfort is this causing the person.
Yeah.
Like ChatGPT didn't really know how much discomfort we were. If someone's sitting there and I can tell that they're like really anxious about it, that would definitely give me clues that this is more than just, oh, I'm wondering. Like this is an anxiety thing, right?
Exactly.
And OCD is an anxiety disorder. But I do like that ChatGPT, and actually it is good because people, I think nowadays a lot of people might go to ChatGPT first to kind of like check their symptoms. And it's probably a good thing that ChatGPT first, you know, like, or doesn't jump to all the diagnoses as quickly.
Yeah, it's very by the book.
Yes.
Very, very by the book.
It is. But then again, I think if somebody actually goes the step to seek out a therapist, I think they probably already are experiencing more discomfort than someone who's just chatting to ChatGPT.
Yeah.
So yes, I feel a little bit called out by ChatGPT, but also I feel justified in that, you know, obviously I would do more assessing and I would, you know, take into consideration, is someone just like throwing that out, or are they feeling very anxious about it? Also, have they taken the step to seek out a therapist to say, I just can't shake these thoughts, this is really just, you know, distressing to me, you know, then I wouldn't. But I love that we had that little candid conversation at the end with ChatGPT to understand its intentions, and you can now go home and do a lot of repair work with your friend ChatGPT. All right, well, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Two Therapists React to ChatGPT. I loved my second therapy session with ChatGPT.
Me as well.
We hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next time, okay?
Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell.
Bye.
Bye.